Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to share some older stuff, some of my real good stuff I've dug back up, and some of my newer stuff I've caught lately. So, anyways, let's get started. I mean, I've showed this stuff before. It's like these things are like portals, time, spacecraft, whatever you want to call them. This is what started me even looking on all this stuff. Like the most outrageous stuff I was finding was right when I started, and that's what really got me going. And it was at this pretty much this camera, and I was actually interested when Hurricane Harvey was going on. I was kind of bored, and I thought I'd go look at some Texas weather cams, right? And when I got on there, this is the type of stuff I was seeing. Okay? It's really crazy. But anyways, we'll get going. First of all, you could see this stuff right here. I mean, this symbol, these circles inside the circles there, that is a symbol used by all churches, I mean, the Vatican, everybody. And they obviously got it from their, quote unquote gods. But as you can look closer, look right under there, you see this eye staring right at you. Look at that eye. The black pupil right there. Back it up. But then you got this craft just sticking out of the darkness, guys. This is, I mean, it looks like it's become physical looking in this dimension, or frequency, or whatever. You can see the light shining off it. You can see this little red light right there. Apologize for the quality. It wasn't great quality. And these are probably recycled images that I've took over and over just to keep them so I don't lose them. I got several copies because I have lost some of my better stuff. Thousands of pictures of crazy stuff I lost, but I was able to keep some of my good early stuff like this. But look at this craft just sticking out here. I mean, that's nuts. It's like the corner of some craft, I think. Oops, where were we? Okay, and as I move on, and this blue stuff, this energy, I mean, I catch this blue stuff, whenever you guys see this, it's like this energy that floats around, or it's like the fabric of another dimension or something. But every time I see it, weird stuff goes on. I mean, you could see it all over the place within the screen, and then right here is some more crazy stuff going on. You could see translucent images of their craft, the reptilian beings, the greys. You see translucent images and even structures, vehicles, anything that will pop up. And sometimes they look physical. Sometimes they're looking kind of holographic or translucent because they're like in and out of our realm or dimension. And I think the frequencies that our camera picks up allows at certain points or something, maybe areas with higher energy, allows to catch better imagery of this stuff. And you could see more of these things, and they change shape. You see the circle inside the circle, and then over here it looks like, man, I don't have the paintbrush, but I got a new screen recording app, but this one sucks, so looks like some stuff up here, but then it gets pretty wild. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. That looks like a straight up portal. doesn't it? Looks like a portal. It's not a reflection off the light. What light looks like that? That looks like the top of Saturn, is what it looks like. The spinning ball or tornado in the middle or whatever. Pretty nuts. And then you got, it looks like a fence or something. Just some weird images. Whoa, what is that? Go back. And you really gotta watch out for weird stuff like this bush over here. Look at this bush. It like totally changed. It's black. And you got this face right there. Of like a child. You can see his nose, his mouth. Looks like a demon child of some sort. Like hiding in the bushes. Look at that. But this bush just, it looked totally different. Like just part of another dimension. You see this stuff compared to the other bushes. Look at it. Very different. And if it was shadow or shade, it would look like that on the other ones. But it looks like it's got like points on the top of it. Very weird. And this is, of course, is one of my holy grail pictures. Is the Annunaki Vimana pyramid. That's just floating above. You can see the staircase goes all the way up. I mean, here, this might be a little better. Or actually, I do got the... I guess I don't. Anyways, I'm sure if you guys, anyone's seen my channel, you've probably seen this on there before, but yeah, this is like one of my best pictures. I don't know how I got it. You got half of this huge pyramid just floating above the parking lot. And what's crazy is you can see the bottom of it. You can see the jet boosters or lights or whatever. And then the staircase, this might be better. You could almost see it like sucking energy or getting energy from the lights around. Like, look at this, the beam coming from this light up to there. And it's like it's helping it. Look at this gray. There's a gray's face right there. Back it up. But the staircase, have you ever seen that Babylonian temple in Iraq where they say they found the Stargate? It looks very similar with these narrow staircases. I like it a little brighter though. Horrible, horrible quality right here, but you could definitely make that stuff out. Anyways, I've showed that quite a bit. More crazy stuff going on here. This is when I was first getting these things, so I didn't know how to edit well. And I pretty much butchered some of these. These are like my early ones. And I was trying to lighten it up to see as much as I could, but it didn't really help as much. But you could still see these things. And then the crazy thing is you see faces inside of these portals. Like these, whatever they are. You see images of greys, reptilians, demons. They're all the same thing. And then, oh, whoa, what was that? See, right here. That's actually a gray or reptilian. Yep, that's a reptoid. It's hard to see them with all the pixelation, but I've done this so much I can pretty much tell. Man, I wish I had a marker to show you guys, but look at this. Look at that energy around there. It's like one after another lined up. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Looks like a face. Look at this face, like poking through this portal in the back there. Looks like a gray, literally putting his face through like a curtain. It's nuts. Right in the middle. You could always see their blue suits and their whitish gray skin. This thing's got his chin and mouth, and you can see the top of his head pushing through that portal right there. Look directly above the middle of it. You can even see his eyes. One of his eyes. But yeah, he's pushing through that portal. It's nuts. Wow, this stuff's crazy, guys. Here's another one. See, that looks like a little gray or something. Something in the middle of that. But it's weird, man. It's like they're going through like a wormhole or something, and the whole thing's moving with it. Very strange. And you can see the designs inside of these things. It looks like atoms and, you know, molecules just floating around. You'll see these tiny little, like, orbs or circles that are inside these things a lot. It just reminds you of what you would think would be inside, like a portal. Like bubbles or molecules and atoms and nucleus and whatever the hell you want to call them. I'm not a scientist. I just observe and I say what I observe. There's part of a gray's head right there. It's really hard to see for most people if you're not, you know, used to this stuff. And then this was another place in Texas where this stuff was going on. See these big discs? They're either in those shapes of the like octagons or whatever, the pentagon or whatever, or they're in these discs. I don't know if that's a different species, but I don't think so because they look like the same beings. But you can see the outlines of 3 discs right there, and they can face up and down, sideways. They go all different ways. And I think those are also like portals or something. But you can see partial ships in translucent form where all this energy burst is coming from. And that's where you'll find a lot of these things, these beings or grays and stuff. You can see little faces everywhere in there. What is that long thing on the ground right there? Look at that. Back up. What's this long thing right there? I see a gray's face right next to it. Or a reptoid. Look at that. Very strange. Whoa, whoa, look at this ball right here, guys. Look at this. This isn't there. It wasn't there before this stuff happened. Look at this. There's like this egg. Man, I wish I could. Drawing. Great. Damn it. Okay, where was it? Oh, yeah. Down here. Look at this egg. And then you got a bean right there with a long head. It's like a greenish spherical craft that's like translucent. Right here. And then you could see. Wow. I could see a face right inside of it too. Look at this. You got a passenger or something right here. That's nuts. Back it up. I mean, look at that. Got a gray's head right here. On top of this egg, translucent like egg type craft. That's nuts. In some of these like red craft that are just, you could see just sections of them. It's like this spark of energy is opening up windows into other dimensions, and you can see like edges of craft and weird stuff throughout this. There's a gray right there, a reptoid. Yep. Here. Damn it. Yeah, there's the reptoid. Or a gray. His head's in there. It's like a window. Back that up. You can see his nose, his eyes. And then this is kind of wild too. Look at this thing. To me, this looks like another like portal opening. Look at, you got this like circle with this thing coming out of it. And then you have a gray. You have a gray right on top of it. I know it's hard to see, but you could see kind of like the structure of his head right there. Damn it. Can't even draw on them. I'm not sure if I like this new editor I got. But look at this. Look at the designs on some of these things. Some of these discs are like just weird. They have borders, and then on the inner circle they got some crazy stuff. And designs, and just really weird. Look at this. Yeah, this is nuts. Damn, that looks like a mean. This thing. And then you have some stuff going on here. It looks like a demon face or something inside of the middle circle. They got that stuff a lot on their ships and stuff. I mean, you can see the eye, the mouth right there. Pretty easy. I mean, I just wonder if it's like a looking glass, because it does look like there's two of them. Oops, damn it. Okay. You got one guy right here. And then another guy right here. Inside of this circle. They're like looking out of it. Okay, I'll take it away. Yeah. It's just really hard to see, but right there, I mean, you could see the eye right there, the mouth. Anyways, I gotta get moving on quicker here. Here's some craft over here. See this little gray thing? I think that's the head of a gray right there. It's just too hard to see. But you could tell some stuff is manifesting right here inside of what would be another one at the rim of this circle or disc. The middle of it is probably where the these are stargates is what I think they are. They're stargates. You know, when you see a stargate, you have the circle and then the middle, and they come through the middle. And see how it's all black? Like a black hole. And then you got the outer line of this rim going around here. And in the middle, you have this gray thing on top of what looks like some kind of craft. And they're coming through the middle of another one of these discs. Actually, yeah, that's nuts. And then over here you got, look at this stuff, guys. It's more of this red type craft coming down or showing up. I mean, it's interdimensional, so we're never gonna catch it all. Wow. Look at this. You got more stuff that's manifesting with this blue energy around this like metallic object. You could see them partially coming into physical form. That's pretty nuts. Okay, now to some of the newer stuff. We got Nibiru or Nemesis. Look at this thing. It's like poking through this mist or cloud. Pretty strange. I don't know if that's the iron oxide cloud around it, which it probably is, or what, but the government definitely ain't telling us what this is, so we gotta find out for ourselves. Then, more proof of sun simulator. I mean, this is just a normal picture I took, but then I noticed you got the sun shining through over here, and then you got one over here. That's kind of weird, ain't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, more of the older stuff. Look at these discs. Here, this one you could see more of the designs. It looks like another gray sticking his head through. They're portals. It's a portal. And he's just poking his head through up here. It's either gray or craft or something. But that's the type of stuff, these designs, that I've seen on a lot of the craft I see, like in the clouds, the cloud ships. You see these, like, they're like cut lines in certain designs. They're just, it's like a grid almost. It's really weird. You have these cuts and then like these molecules. And it's just really weird. Showed that one. This one was from the other day in Hawaii, a picture I took that was pretty nuts. I mean, I just thought it was weird. This thing poking right through the clouds. There's two eyes on it. Or probably four, but we can only see two sides. There's one right there. One right there. Okay. It's like a square, a cube. And you got eyes on these two sides. And then you probably got them on the other two. But I mean, look. There's an eye. There's another eye. Thought that was pretty weird. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Here we go. Another ship, cloud ship. Look at this thing. Poking through the clouds. But what's crazy is look at this face right here. This demonic face, unmistakable. It's like a statue or something of Satan. And it's weird, on a lot of these camera views, you get this like radiation or something that's messing with the film. With this purple stuff. I'm not sure what it is. I just thought radiation. But look at this. You got this thing, like a pointed ear. Looks like bearded. Man, this thing's ugly. Demon. It's got mouth, eyes, nose. And the other eye on the other side. Look at that. You can even see his nostrils. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's their Satan or something. But still, I mean, look at this stuff. Looks like a big ass ship. It's unbelievable the size of these things. Then we got my Mars, or I think this might be Venus. I'm not sure, Venus or Mars. With the train station. I mean, clear as day. This has got to be what it is. You got the tunnel behind it. You got this metal cigar-shaped thing coming out of what looks like a tunnel into buildings. That lead looks like this building probably goes down underground, goes over here inside of this dome where it looks like there are buildings. It's not great quality because I took this without a screen recorder. This was actually before I even downloaded a screen recorder. And I was just looking at Mars apps and Venus apps, and I saw that and I thought it was way cool because I knew that wasn't normal. You got kind of towers and stuff down here. Steps. Look at these steps. There's steps that go up here. Pretty crazy. This looks like almost like a whole town outside of that dome. In the dome, you could see light shining off it. So that's pretty odd. Anyways, I've showed that quite a bit over the years. Another cloud ship. Showed this a little while ago. But you could see there's rivets in it. There's a big dome on top. I mean, that's not a cloud. You could see clear mechanical type stuff on there. It was probably disguised as a cloud like a lot of these things are. But, I mean, this thing's got a clear dome on it. Definitely not a cloud. Normal cloud, anyway. And then this is one I just got the other day. At first, I thought it was a plane, right? It was kind of from far away. But then, when I got closer, I realized the top to it, there's no wings. This is a cigar ship right here. It's a cigar ship. And then this is the same area where I caught it. Look at this thing through the clouds. So much crap. Look at this. It looks like a physical structure right there between these clouds. Anyways, I'm done, guys. I rambled. It's been a while, so I made a long video. Anyways, God bless. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.